question is, should I be using sell limits or buy limits? The answer is yes. That's if you're working a 9 to 5 or don't have time to spend on your charts, or you're going to school and you spot a potential trade. For example, the market has been on a downtrend for quite a while, and you know if it reaches your point of interest, it will continue down or selling. Today we'll be talking about how to use market orders concerning buy limits and sell limits, and how you can use them to your advantage. Well, if you're new to RateFX and you want to upgrade your trading, or just a beginner, this is the best channel you'll ever come across. Okay, for example, let's say it hits my point of interest, and I'm intending to sell at that point of interest, okay? Not buy, but sell. So I place my horizontal line. This is a shortcut to pasting your price and also tapping your stop losses and actually your take profits instead of typing them in. So I click on my horizontal line, place a horizontal line at the point of interest or order block. We intending to sell, not buy though, sell. So I'm gonna click it, go to properties, copy the price, go back to new order, click new order. It will show you 4 types of market orders, actually 5 types. Instant execution, buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. I actually explained how to use buy stop and sell stop on a previous video, so make sure you watch it. So I'm going to explain how to use sell limits and buy limits today. So click on sell limit, paste the price where you're intending to sell on. Paste. After that, place your stop loss and your take profits, cut your losses short, and let your wins run. Okay, so make sure you calculate your stop loss and your take profit carefully, because you might place your stop loss very close, whereby it will take you out in the market and continue on your intended direction. So make sure you watch out for that, and that's the way it will actually benefit you guys. Okay, then you place order. Done. And once it hits my point of interest, it will continue selling. That's what I predicted. So once it hits it, it will instantly enter me in a trade automatically. You don't have to look at the market and actually place a trade in at that time, and once you lose it and lose that point of interest and actually sold. So this will also automatically enter you in the trade. Then if it goes in your intended direction, it will take you out of take profit. Once you type in the take profit, it will take you out of the trade. Once it's your take profit, or once it hits your stop loss, it will take you out of the trade. So cut your losses short. This will cut your losses short, and that's important. But do not place your stop losses very tight, because it will take you out of the trade very early once it hits it. So I'm going to go on my PC and explain the disadvantages of using this and the advantages of using a buy limit and a sell limit. So let's go to it. Okay guys, today I'm going to demonstrate to you how we can actually use sell limits and also the disadvantages of using it per se. Okay, so let's jump down to the PC and let me demonstrate to you guys how we can actually use it and how actually can be a disadvantage. Okay, so a sell limit can be occur in different ways. Let's first say when you're trading reversals, it can be a very good advantage. Okay, because maybe if you're waiting for let's say double bottom. Okay, let's say you're waiting for a double bottom at that time, and you're willing to sell at that price. It's a double bottom. Okay, and once it hits this price, okay, see the number that's moving at the right hand side. That's moving at the right hand side. Okay, I'm busy moving it up and down. That number is a price. Okay, if you set that price to on your trading on your how I showed you on my MetaTrader 4, that you set a price on the buy limit. Okay, you set at the price, and you hopefully when it hits the sell limit, it enters you at that. It hits it that price. Okay, if it hits that price and it hits it, and then it will enter you automatically. So at that moment, and you think it will continue going further down. That's how easy it is. If you think it will hit the sell limit price that you set it on and you continue going down, then you take your profits there. Okay. Maybe your stop loss was above that. Yeah. Maybe your stop loss was above it, and then you hopefully you thought if it hits the sell limit, it will continue going down. That's how it can actually beneficial if you're at work or you're at school or it's future purposes if you're working or something else. This can actually help you automatically enter you on a trade if you're not even looking at the charts at that moment, or not have time, or you don't have time to look at the charts a whole entire day. This will actually benefit you, but it has its own disadvantages, which I want to talk about it next. Okay, so this is a double bottom again, a double top. So it hits your resistance. You're thinking if it hits this resistance, it will continue going further down. Okay, and it did. It takes your profits. It does work out, and sometimes it has its own disadvantages. I don't use it that much, but yeah, it has its own disadvantages because I do analyze my charts and then stick to it and take my trades at that moment. I don't, yeah, but it does benefit me at some point. But I learned some other keys whereby actually this had its own disadvantages where it took me out of the trade, which I actually was intending to take profit there. What happened was I placed it. Maybe I was waiting. I think I was waiting for a double top at that moment. Okay. No, a double bottom, and it hit my support. No, yeah, I hit my support, but I didn't enter a trade there. Okay, I didn't enter a trade there. I was intending if it hits the support twice, it will continue going further down. Okay, twice as a double bottom, and then bam. I was hoping this would actually happen, and it actually works. It's just that it just depends on what kind of strategy you're using, and did you analyze your charts in the correct manner. Okay, it just depends on how you're using it, and also it's your mistake. It's not the charts or the trade or Forex is a scam kind of mistake. No, it's you and your charts and you alone. Okay, you settled it, and you were the one who actually placed it to automatically kickstart your trade. Okay, automatically enter you on the trade. So you just entered there. Let's say I was waiting for it, and then enter there, and then continues going further up. There are many possibilities, and anything could happen at that moment. Okay, at that moment. So same thing happened. I entered, and then I placed my take profit very far, and then it reversed, and then bam, it was in right direction, very far. I didn't lock my profits. I didn't lock my profits. It was very far. Yo, it was very far. I wasn't even looking at the trades at that moment. I was just going, and I was hoping when I come back from a trade, yeah. It was when the first time I first started trading, and I was like, yeah, this is very simple. I'm just gonna do this and that. I didn't really care about how money management worked, psychology worked, on trading. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna place this thing. I think I learned much about this. I'm gonna use this. It's as simple as that. How can it be hard? Okay. Yeah. Things have a huge way of turning on. Well, at that moment, I think I wasn't really analyzing. My charts were not really analyzed. I didn't really care that much at that moment. I really cared about trading, but I think I didn't fully analyze it. Okay, so it didn't go that further. I didn't realize this happened. Okay, I was hoping it will surpass this. Okay, go further back up and then hit my take profit around here. I think my take profit was around this. Yeah, hopefully it will go back down at the moment. I think, yeah. So I was hoping this could happen at that moment, and it will hit here. Same scenario. I thought it would hit the It's a very same scenario, hoping it'll hit the my support and then go further up and continue going up further and hitting my take profit, right? But bam, what happened here was unexpected at that moment, because it was first time trading, guys. You know the drill. You know the drill. Okay. And I used it in a bad manner. This wasn't supposed to be used like this. Okay. I used it in a bad manner. I wasn't even thinking at the moment. Okay. So this is what happened. This is what happened. It entered me in the trade. Okay. I entered the trade automatically, so I left it like that. What I didn't expect was to reverse real quick. So I think my take profit was around here, and it was very far. I didn't even think about it. It was here, somewhere there. Then the price actually, just after it reversed, from there it reversed back down, surpassing the support line, everything. I was like, what the heck? My money's gone, guys. It's gone. At that day I was like, okay, what the heck? What can I I was not even motivated anymore. It's like, what the heck? And I realized that I actually wasn't actually analyzing my charts really. Give me, if I wasn't going to put it very far. I think I put it very far, that very, very far at the moment. It was painful. Same thing as a stop loss. Same thing as what you call buy stop. If you use it incorrectly, it can actually enter you in a trade and actually hit your stop loss just like that, and you come back from a long day at work or long day at school and then look at your charts and be like, what the heck? Stop loss hit. Lost the money. You lost. But as you grow as a trader, you really depend on like, okay, it hit my stop loss. I analyzed it wrong. I didn't analyze it correctly. I placed my stop loss in a further very far, or take profit very far. I'm not gonna blame the charts. I'm not gonna be blaming anyone but myself. But life continues. Continue analyzing the charts and look for better positions where you can actually analyze and place your take profits and also stop loss. A stop loss is not actually a bad thing, guys. Don't look at a stop loss as a tool whereby you can just whereby it takes you out of a trade very quick. Nah, it's not actually a bad thing, guys. It's not really a bad thing, because it actually minimizes your losses and actually extends, and a take profit minimizes your losses, because once you don't put a stop loss, it's a disadvantage. It's a huge disadvantage, because once you don't, what if that happened? What happened? Maybe I had $50 in my account. Okay, $50 per se. Let's say you have a small account, $50, and then bam, this happened, and I didn't calculate my stop loss. I didn't do anything actually. I just placed it and I didn't place a stop loss. Okay, this happened. Didn't even place a take profit. Oh yeah, I placed the take profit because I like take profit. Is like, okay, I'm gonna take my profits, but I didn't place a stop loss because I think a take loss is good. It's just a waste of time, which is gonna take me out of a trade real quick. But it's not the case. Okay, it's not the case, because it might hit your stop loss and then continue. It might not hit your stop loss because you didn't place a stop loss for beginning. Don't use a buy limit or sell limits, or even a buy stop and a sell stop if you don't put a stop loss, guys. If you don't put a stop loss, what's the point of putting a trade and hopefully hitting it and then you continue further? Oh, it also will continue hitting your stop loss. If it hits your stop loss, you made a mistake. Continue, move on. Okay, don't dwell on the past, please. So what if it did, and then bam, I didn't calculate my stop loss at all, and then surpassed my support and then went further down? What if that happened and then it took me out? Obviously I would have lost everything, right?
depending on what lot size I used at that time, maybe depending on what lot size I used. And yeah, so tip, please put stop loss and also take profit. Don't forget those two. This is the point of using a buy stop and a sell stop. A buy stop and a sell stop and a buy limit. And those are orders whereby you're not around, you're not looking at the charts. You have to put them on. You have to like manage your trades. Once you don't manage your trades, it's what's the point? You don't have a point. So make sure you manage your trades carefully. So those are the rookie mistakes which I made once I began trading. Rookie mistakes, me a rookie, very. So I started writing a trading plan whereby I manage my trades every now and then. I stick to my plan. I actually do stick to my plan and watch how I trade every single time. Once I make a mistake, I mention about it and I write it down. I don't repeat the same thing over and over again, because I used to be, when before I even started, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna write what's the point of a trading plan? What am I gonna benefit from that? My mindset was like, oh, best messed up at that moment. It was like, what's the point? I just want cash, if it does, I'm learning from it. I'm not gonna write it down. What if I forget that and then I do the same thing again? That's the exact thing that used to happen. I repeat the same mistake over and over again, which ends up being a depressing thing. It's depressing. Okay, it's depressing. So this is what you actually have to learn from. Make sure you place a stop loss, and if it hits a stop loss, relax. Okay, relax. It's sad, yes, but come on, move on. Don't chase any trades, because if you chase trades, you'd end up losing money even more, guys. So that was an example of a buy limit and also a sell limit. It actually automatically enters you on the trade if you're not around, or if you just analyze the chart, and hopefully it'll create a double bottom and hit it and continue further down. It won't hit it and actually go up. Not for hitting it, it will should go up, make loss. So if it hits your sell limit, it will continue going back down. Okay, back down. Hopefully it will continue back down, intending on what you're actually analyzing. Don't put a sell limit. Hopefully it will go, maybe let's say you're intending the trade to be like going further up. It doesn't work that way. So don't confuse it for a sell buys. Don't confuse it for okay guys, don't confuse it with a buy stop or sell stop. A sell limit is a sell limit, a buy stop is a buy stop. Okay, a buy stop or sell stop, don't confuse the two, because you're gonna make a huge mistake, and hopefully you thought it will go your way and it did go your way, but you confused the two. You confuse the two within the two. Okay, even when you actually trading your own. So please don't confuse the two. It's a huge different scenario and a huge different way of using it. Just make sure you analyze your charts well. The structure of your market, the strategy has to work for you. Make sure you show up at the strategy. Write your trading plan. Make sure you write your mistakes, whether you don't repeat them or not. Okay, don't repeat your mistakes, and also make sure you don't. Yeah. Don't confuse the two, please. Don't confuse the two, because those are the key. Same thing, head and shoulder. Hopefully hit it. You're hoping it'll hit your buy limit and then continue with the intended direction. Okay, even though it's a head and shoulder. Okay, even if it can also, you entered on the second shoulder. Okay, or maybe on the neckline, because this is the best possible way you can enter this, on the neckline. And that helps when you're actually using a buy stop. Enter there, continue with the further direction, intended direction. But yeah, also a sell limit, because it might create a head, and then you're waiting for the second shoulder to enter you on the trade. Okay, so you might place your buy limit on this support, hoping it will actually bounce back from that support and also continue at the intended direction you actually placed it on. It's hitting your take profit. Okay, hitting your take profits. Avoid rookie mistakes and also avoid unnecessary mistakes, guys. Please don't avoid them at all costs. So this was Miles at Rate Effects. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. This is a best I've ever encounter. From beginner to advanced, we'll be constantly broadcasting content like this every single time, every week, every Wednesday, and actually Saturday. Be updated. Yours truly, Miles. Peace.
End the video, guys. If you're still looking for the best broker, I recommend Exness because it's easy to use and it's one of the brokers which offer a minimum deposit of $10. That's if you're still starting off and you don't have enough money to fund your account. I recommend you to click the link in the description, which will send you straight to the website in order to sign up. To make things easier, make sure you download the app on your mobile device so it can be easier to access.